studio audience was going on.
That was Krabs. I ain't gonna clap. That nigga had company. Under the sea. Under the sea.
I'm gonna get 2 of them.
2 of them.
Hey, if I can do it all again, I'll definitely get gonorrhea again.
Why? You know what? I'm not gonna entertain this shit.
So y'all can call me a hot boy.
He's a whore.
Oh shit.
I don't know why we keep entertaining his shit.
World segregation be better than equality. Okay, we went live.
Oh shit. I hope they hear that gonorrhea shit.
I mean,
That was a typo.
What? You edit that shit?
Can you edit that shit?
Yes, you can.
Oh, all right. First of all, don't this man look like a he look like Karate Kid? Hey, what's up, people? What's happening?
he's working on this powder.
Yeah, powder. What?
What?
You might.
Can't
Hey,
call it
slide
a-
this back, bro.
Can't call it a tan.
There we go.
My
He should
inner.
have showed up with.
I've been cooning so much, I'm starting to turn white.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, man.
Next
Hey,
week
man.
on Porch Trappin.
Hey.
No.
Hey, welcome to welcome.
This is your
what's it?
people's.
It is. Welcome to Porch Trappin. Welcome to Porch Trappin. It is the williest. The williest. This is episode 81. How y'all feeling?
I think so.
Yeah.
Pretty sure that's the
I'm pretty.
correct episode.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
pretty
it's
sure.
81.
Most definitely. Hey,
We
how
don't-
you? What?
What?
Nigga, you gonna tell the people who the fuck you is?
It's your boy, Crispy Stroke.
I'm sorry. Just did that.
Fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes. Fuck the socks with the bell on it.
I can't believe this is where we started.
Fuck accent. Fuck them cheap ass
I
cigars.
don't know.
Fuck your yuck mouth teeth. Fuck your hairpiece. Fuck your
I'm not
chocolate.
just
Fuck
stroking,
Guy
I'm
Ritchie.
taking.
Fuck Prince William. Fuck the Queen. This is America. My president is black and my Lambo is blue, nigga. Now get the fuck out of my hotel room. And if I see you in the street, I'm slapping the shit out of you.
Hey, mister, let me go ahead and tell you this. That shit sounds way better.
Oh yeah, I was fucking with shit.
I see. I most definitely can tell.
I was fucking with shit.
That most definitely gives people the permission to go ahead and fuck yourself. I'm gonna need you to take 2 steps back and fuck yourself.
Hey,
Today's you gonna tell the people who the fuck you is?
Dubs in the building.
what? You gotta. I guess you gotta introduce yourself again.
Yeah, the camera's on you now, son.
Oh, Dub is in the building.
That made a huge difference.
Hey, and then we got Mr. over there on the mix and masters.
It's me over here. This guy, mind your business.
Ear horn, self.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I'm fucking amazing.
Hey, today we're gonna talk about
Wood segregation.
with segregation. No.
That's not
Well,
the subject.
I mean, it is a subject.
Then why you make me type that shit
the
in?
wording,
bitch?
the wording was, who the fuck is that? I'm sorry.
That's
The
a
wording
long
is,
statement.
do the black people, do they want are we looking for segregation or equality? That was a big question that was
Well, you
brought
shoulda-
about.
Well, you should have typed that.
I
shit.
should have.
You bitch, nigga, you.
You bitch, nigga, you. Hey. We got Dav in the crib. What's up, Charlie? What's up, Ricky? What's popping with y'all? I'm laughing because his laugh. What's popping with y'all? Appreciate y'all tuning in. I gotta actually send this out. I gotta share this shit to quite a bit of people.
Yeah, I'm about to get my share on.
Yeah,
So,
brother man.
y'all motherfuckers continue conversating.
Yeah.
So while y'all,
I'm
while
about to
y'all
zone
share-
out, bitch, nigga.
While they sharing, ladies and gentlemen, we got a fundraiser coming up.
Yeah.
Fundraiser.
Yeah.
Fundraiser.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the race for the place.
The race for the place. For some reason, that sounds offensive, and I don't know why.
It does.
I'm confused because I don't understand why I'm offended right now, but I am. I know I'm offended
Because-
I just don't know why.
Because the word race was involved.
I don't know. I think I let my Karen show a little bit. It's that man's wig, bro. He's making everybody's inner Karen come out.
So that shit is contagious.
It might be the North Pole race, you know, for our
the North Pole race. Ain't none of us up there. We ain't doing that. The race. So the fundraiser we got going on is it's Creative Noise, and then we got a couple local people. His name is Mont. It's one of the guys that we one of the guys we all kind of like grew up around, and we all know each other. We have a race going on, and you know you could put money down for donations and all that. It's a friendly, it's like a friendly bet, but the money proceeds go to local businesses around. The winner get to choose the business of their choosing to donate the money to. But it's just something friendly competition. But this is just a startup for a bigger, better. How can I put this fundraiser that we gonna have coming up next year? Mont's supposed to stop past the show next week, so he's gonna be on the show. We're gonna talk about what's going on. We're gonna talk about what we trying to do and where we trying to where we trying to have it at, and a bunch of other stuff. So just make sure y'all tune in, keep sharing, keep liking it, and make sure y'all donate to small businesses, because at the end of the day, during this situation, they need it more than anything in this world right now.
Facts. $100 can keep a small business open for another month, 2 months.
Yeah.
From what statistics say.
Yeah, from what paperwork say.
Yeah. A small $100. Just imagine if we get up to like $200-$300.
I guess it could be helpful. Somebody.
It'll help somebody regardless. You know what I mean?
I wouldn't say no.
I mean, shit, y'all pay fucking $450 for abortions. You might as well donate the money.
Why'd you go there?
What?
He can't help himself, bro.
Sorry, dude.
He is who he is.
So anyway, but you know,
Case be walking in the room.
Am I the meanest?
So no.
Am I the prettiest? Show enough. Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town? Show enough. Well, who am I? Show enough.
Let's edit some
Who
blow
am I?
hands.
Show enough. I can't hear you. Show enough.
Yeah. The Shogun
Shogun
of Harlem.
dear Lord.
Hey, that nigga look like Maul from the Joe Budden podcast.
Another thing that we got going on. We actually got a couple interviews lined up. We've been reaching out to people, really trying to really get on the ball about just doing our part. The one thing that we're trying to get stabilized is most definitely studio time.
Yeah, facts.
We're and most of our studio time either come out of our pocket or, you know, usually just how it happens. I don't know. I can't explain that shit.
We make shit work.
Yeah, we make shit work. We try to make sure everybody that gets interviewed gets in a professional setting. If it's not just outside, just enjoying the weather or making that shit look original. But that's one of the challenges that we're being met with right now because the corona is not helping. But the one thing is for sure, we're in the. God damn it. We are in the process.
Let somebody else talk.
I know. Well, these motherfuckers don't know how to talk.
I was
I understand.
Hey, you was on the road.
Because you see the first
Dub,
thing.
it's on you.
You see what the first thing that came out his mouth is abortion and shit. Like
That's a fact.
It's Dub's turn. Go ahead. Let him know what's going on, Dub.
Oh, I don't know.
Come on, guys. My fucking privilege.
Hey, all I'm saying, we
Let me talk.
We are in the process of also getting our own studio. So
Yeah, we're trying to make moves.
Come on,
So just
David.
make sure y'all
Don't nobody
tune in.
want to fucking hear you, David.
What is going on with your mans, bro?
it's cocaine.
This wig is getting on me, dog.
It's cocaine.
That shit going
He
through
gonna
his
blame the
brain.
wig.
He is gonna blame the wig.
I heard.
like that shit is like the Mike shoes and shit. Like like he get privilege after wearing it.
I mean, I just got an alert from Credit Karma.
He's stupid. But anyway, I guess we can talk about this topic that we got at hand.
This is y'all topic. See how I just tapped out? Cause
Yeah.
I don't fuck with y'all for real.
But anyway, so what's up, guys? I see you know the tension is real around in America right now.
It is. These are facts.
Do you? I guess one of the things I asked this question originally, on my personal page, yesterday or 2 days ago. I think it was yesterday. And a lot of people said that they think segregation will allow us to better ourselves within our community before equality. I think. I mean, what's your thought on that before I give my answer? Because I probably will be a little bit more biased due to all the answers that came through the page, my page.
Yeah, you been thinking about this shit.
Yeah.
Been thinking.
I think segregation is equality.
Thinking.
I mean, if there ain't nobody else to combat you, you're on equal standpoints. The only people you fighting is yourself. So I mean, in a sense, it's equality. Now, when you start adding other parties, the people of the caucus, then now you got to fight for something that's naturally yours.
From the Caucasus Mountains.
And I want to say this very, very clear: Nick Cannon was right.
Nick Cannon. I honestly didn't even hear what he said. I heard a snippet of what they were talking about, but I really didn't.
It's one of them, like we've been preaching on this show. Get your own shit. Like, leave them the fuck alone. So that's what I mean by the segregation is equality. Who you gonna argue with?
Yeah.
I mean, the motherfucker.
Why do your brothers always go to some gay shit?
That's Cliff.
They can't help themselves.
Cliff was born with like a.
Bro, he was
Hey,
about
man,
to,
he was about to say some shit.
He was about to take it somewhere, and he thought about it. Was like, you know what?
Did you see their hamster rolling his head? Hey man, that hamster stopped immediately. Said, "Don't we ain't."
Said, "Don't you do it."
But yeah, go ahead. My bad.
Yeah, but I like I said, I mean, we at a point now where people are continuously challenging us, no matter what it is, or word, or what we doing. There's always somebody sitting there saying, well, why the fuck could they do this? Or like, even with the Black Lives Matter and all that, there's always somebody that want to counter it. Leave them niggas the fuck alone.
Oh yeah, a lot of people get real interested in the argument and forget the fucking point.
These are facts.
They get so entangled.
Air horn yourself.
Oh shit. No pun intended. They get so entangled in being correct that they lose the main idea of what the fuck they were arguing about in the first place. Now they ended up defending the point that didn't have shit to do with what the fuck they were talking about. Yeah, I mean, you get distracted in your arguing, you get distracted in all the other bullshit. Yeah, I mean, so I feel like,
and once again, black women, sit the fuck down and shut up. Cause
you can't lead with that.
No. There's a reason I'm leading with that because it needs to be said.
Why
the fuck are y'all at a Black Lives Matter protest with signs saying black women matter? No shit, you part of it. Somebody needs to start taking the signs out of their hands and ripping that shit up. Like, you're a black woman. No shit if you're saying Black Lives Matter.
You know what? With that point.
Talking about that individual, not.
Yeah. With his point, I guess. Anyway, because with that point, to me, it's like we separate ourselves within ourselves, and that shit.
Agreed.
Like, there's always, when we try to create unity, there's always somebody that needs to be like in their own subcategory.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and it comes to the argument with the Black Lives Matter, and somebody yell out, "What about my life? I'm gay and I'm black." Bitch, we just said Black Lives Matter.
They said Cece has a way with words.
Why do you put yourself in a subcategory, and you are asking the question, do you matter because of this subcategory you decided to put yourself in?
Mm-hmm.
Not the subcategory that, oh, you're gay or you're a woman or you're, no. That's who you are, cool. You know what I mean? Live your life, do what you got to do, but don't separate yourself because of this category.
Yeah.
Because of this identification or not willingness to identify. It doesn't matter, bro. Stop separating yourself from the bigger point, because that's how the little dumb arguments start. That's how the little separation starts. That's how, oh, okay, we want to believe in Black Lives Matter, but we gonna come over here with black gay labs or black female labs or black this labs or black Republican labs, and bitch, what?
It's
bro, why? Stop separating yourself.
There's nobody checking these motherfuckers. Like, if you can break it down if people want to like separate this shit. Technically, if you want to be a black transgender or black lesbian or whatever the fuck you want to be, you're against the Black Lives Matter cause because you're against the continuation of life. Because if you're gay, you cannot procreate and have babies.
Well,
So in a
shit.
sense, you're against black lives.
I don't know about all of that.
No, I'm just saying.
Because if you go to that argument, you're saying anybody that just doesn't want kids are against Black lives.
But I'm saying you're
Not-
against,
but-
lives.
But if you
plural.
don't want kids, that don't mean you don't want other people to live.
It don't matter though. You're
I
against
feel like it
the-
does. I feel like it matters a little bit, kind of.
No, if your whole cause is to be against lives, you cannot put yourself in the Black Lives Matter category because you're worried about life. Correct?
Wait.
What? I'm confused.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was here, but I wasn't.
I think I missed the point somewhere. I couldn't find it.
My thing
Like-
is, it's
Yes, Kenneth, he has on a blonde wig.
when you put
Sure
yourself
enough.
when you want to do the subclassing like yourself.
Said he looks
The
like
subcategories.
Yeah,
He most definitely like Scooby, not Shaggy.
Jeez, guys. Yeah, when you're in subclasses, you can't be part of something that's.
And that's the
What
thing.
you're against.
I don't want that the divisiveness. I don't want somebody to go, oh, since you want to be this, you can't be a part of that. If you want to do this, you can't be a part of that.
Uh-huh.
If you want it, bro, I don't care. Overall, if you feel like your life has value and those around you life has values, and those motherfuckers so happen to be black, or maybe they don't identify as black, but the cops do. So
Yes.
it don't matter how you personally identify. The motherfucker that sees you is gonna identify you however the fuck they feel.
Yes.
So you can, you know what I mean, subcategory all the fuck you want. But guess what?
That's not how it's perceived
Yeah.
from the eyes that are looking at you. That's my. Here's my thing. I have an understanding of why people are speaking on the separate side of like, okay, the black gay lives matter. Yeah. I understand your point.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
But if we're talking about the picture of Black Lives Matter, when we're talking about Black lives, we're talking about everyone included during a certain situation. So when I say this, I say it always down to the base simple. When you don't know someone, the first thing you see is appearance. It don't matter what the fuck you look like. So when or what whatever you choose to be.
Yeah, however you identify.
You know what I'm saying?
However
Does
you
not matter from that first initial what that person sees. So if I see somebody, so even if I see a black gay dude, that I just look at it, he's a black guy. I'm not understanding why people don't seem to understand that part where the Black Lives Matters movement is literally about black people, not the subcategory of who you are when you identify yourself after a black person.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because when you say Black Gay Lives Matter, you're talking about after Black lives. You're not talking about. You're not.
And my thing is, and I get the whole argument why people feel like it's necessary to say, all right, but what about this group of people? Because sometimes they feel like they get treated like they're not part of black people,
Which is true.
And I get that
Yes.
argument when it comes to a point they feel like, oh, he's gay. No, he's not one of us. That's not the case, bro. Well, at least I feel like the overwhelming majority. Obviously, there's some assholes out there like, oh, nah, fuck them. Yeah, I mean, those people exist. So we can't argue that those people don't exist. But overall, the people out here marching and arguing and fighting and doing all the extra shit, they here for everybody. Bro.
Yes, everybody.
Yeah, I mean, they don't walk, down the Fifth Avenue and go, all right, from here on, if you down for Black Gay Lives Matter, now you can keep marching. The rest of y'all can go home. That's not how that works.
No.
Yeah, I mean,
People just want to hijack shit for a photo op. I'm noticing that.
I mean, it's that, but I think here's my thing. I think the problem is that people don't want to address. All right, if the subcategories are to be addressed within.
yeah, facts. If you feel like you are not acknowledged within the black community, deal with that within the black community.
Yes.
Don't jump in the middle of this argument while we fighting with everybody the fuck else.
Yes.
And start fighting with us too. Alright, if you feel some type of way, wait till after we done with this shit.
Yes.
Or even, you know what I mean, if you want to pregame your argument, like, hey, yo, before we go out there.
Listen.
On some real shit, bro.
And you know why? Because now that I'm older, I understand certain views
Yeah.
So for instance, that when we out in public or something, like I'm not gonna argue with y'all out in public and give these motherfuckers a fucking show.
Oh, facts.
That ain't gonna happen.
Say, unless you too drunk to get your ass to the car and you got to get a couple lumps.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's different because
Yeah, but if niggas was like, hey, bro.
you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna handle that within now. I'm gonna handle that within our circle or whatever, you know what I'm saying, wherever that the community that we have.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let these people see a point that we can't even get along within each other when
because,
you know what I'm saying, when we got something that we trying to really fight for.
Once they see a chink in the armor, they attack that chink.
That's what I mean.
Once any signs of weakness, they attack that, and they
Hey Cliff, I'll start slandering your art on this goddamn.
they use that shit to separate us, and that's I mean the separation within our own communities is what stops everything.
It does.
Yeah, I mean, because motherfuckers be like Black Lives Matter, and they be like Black Lives Matter, cuz they be like what And you be like, no.
but that's honest
You
to
be
truth.
like,
You know,
you like,
honest
come
to
on,
God.
bro. We trying to do something. Can we not right now?
That's what I mean.
Can we not?
That is basically you openly saying there's a division when you say Black women lives matter or black trans. Motherfucker, we know. Like, I'm not getting this whole
and
point
that's my thing. I don't want to do. The thing is, I don't want to do that either. Cause like, all right, we know, cause that's the same thing they doing to us.
Yeah,
when we yelling Black Lives Matter, they go, all right, we know.
Yeah,
all right, I get that.
It's shutting it. It's like a shut up
It's
move.
dismissive.
Yeah,
and no, I get what you're saying, but I'm saying we do that within.
Well,
like when that argument happens out, you know what I mean, in the middle of Times Square, then it's like, all right, these motherfuckers ain't no unit. We ain't got to worry about what the fuck they talking about anyway, because they can't figure it out within their damn self.
But there's another part to it. Every time.
Oh, hold on. I'm gonna let you finish, Karen. Corrupt Barbie.
Mike.
Corrupt Barbie.
Mike.
She said people are ignorant in all races. Black Lives Matter doesn't mean holy shit. I said see more in Jesus Christ.
What?
I clicked on. Like she wrote her comment and I put see more and that shit went.
Oh, she has something to say.
Yes.
Why don't you just call, bro? The number's right there.
Well, she's not a bro.
She's not a bro.
She said Black Lives Matter doesn't mean you can call in, but I'm gonna read your comment.
Oh shit.
The numbers. What is it?
It's
1-833-0-4.
What the fuck is he doing?
Mike Jones.
Mike Jones.
I think the bigger problem is white people are too big of bitches, to question the brutalities from police in our own race. Weakness in my culture would prefer to discredit a justice movement than man up and join or begin these necessary movements seeking equal accountability for a society to change from our public servants being held to a lower standard than the lives they take through the promise of protection. If they are killing so many white people over black and they are supposed to protect everyone, then no one should talk about Black Lives Matter. There should be Black Lives Matter standing next to a bunch of other movements, fair justice for all, and if there is to be a higher standard for persecution, it should be for the people and not the public servant who choose to follow a profession of public protection where the potential for power of abuse of another is so attainable. Cops should stop killing people as a reaction and not as an immediate, legitimate threat to their safety.
Okay, class.
She said I wrote a
Page
chapter.
96.
Sorry. I wrote a chapter. Sorry.
She did. And hopefully I passed.
Hey, no, but she has points, and that's I get that
was very well worded.
Yeah, even though it wasn't well spoken, it was well written.
Fuck you. Wrong wording, bitch. I read whatever's on the prompter.
And that's why I hate that rebuttal when they go Black Lives Matter and they go, well, they kill more white cops. White unarmed people get killed
more than black people.
More than black unarmed people. And I'm like, if that's your argument, why the fuck ain't you mad too, bitch?
These are facts.
What the fuck? How is that your argument?
And let's talk about the disproportionate of 4-1 damn near.
Bro, that makes me feel like they don't even believe that statistic. Well, to just say it and go, they kill more of us than you, bitch, you ain't scared?
You
that means one, you either don't believe the shit or you're just literally okay with how police handle shit.
You know why, bro? And we went to college, right? That sounds so like that was something.
Sound like you was about to belittle somebody.
Yeah. So when we went to college, we were exposed to a lot of different. How can I put this? People of the Caucasian race.
Yeah.
One of our good friends, his name, we call him Mr. Anderson, just because Matrix and his last name's Anderson. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But
Just a habit.
he's very knowledgeable when it comes to race issues. He has a belief that if you are in a position of power and you have race issues, you probably need to beat the fuck up. He also has talked to us about how white people how Caucasians view other Caucasians depending on either their wealth class or even where they live or what they choose to deal with.
Yeah.
So you have this sense of Caucasians that believe if you got killed by the cops, you deserved it.
Yeah.
They believe that. Like that's a real belief that they have, that if you died from the cops, you were doing something for that cop to have a reason to kill you.
Yeah.
They really, a lot of them legitimately believe
and you know what?
that is true.
I feel like they definitely believe that because through their interactions with the police, they've been able to get away with what the fuck ever they felt like doing
facts.
that day. So they feel like, hey, well, he didn't kill me when I reached for his weapon. Because I reached several times.
That whole
and I didn't get
comply
murdered.
bullshit.
Oh yeah, 'cause there's a can do no wrong type feel when it comes to certain motherfuckers. Because even the ones arguing, oh well, if you got killed by the cops, then you deserved it. They don't even like the cops their damn self.
That's a fact.
But yeah, like you said, they through their experiences, they're like, well, a cop's not gonna kill you unless you really deserve it because I've done some shit, and cops ain't do nothing to me, so them motherfuckers must have really did some shit.
Yeah, it's always a story.
Oh yeah,
And they believe that. Like in the worst part about it sometimes, bro, is that people are so, how could I put this? People are so dismissive about what issues happen because it doesn't reflect into their life. It doesn't reflect their livelihood or their lifestyle choice. Now, my problem so here's a funny story. Me and my homie, his name is Nardo. If most white people know that last name.
Well, you didn't say the whole.
My bad, DiNardo. His granddad was a famous person in Pittsburgh, very famous. But we was on the South Side one time, and I didn't get into the club because of my shoes. Mm-hmm. Now, I had to talk with him. Go ahead and answer it, brother. It's Utah. I don't know. Hi, this is the bill collector.
Hold on, let me turn the volume up.
Who is it?
State your name.
It's Corrupt Barbie.
Oh, Corrupt Barbie. What's up, Corrupt Barbie?
Hello.
hello.
Oh, yeah. That's my opinion. White people need to man up and stop bitching about other people actually holding people accountable.
That escalated.
I heard what she said.
Now, wait a minute. Are you really from Utah?
I live in Utah. I'm actually about to move back to Vegas. But I am born and raised from Vegas. Moving to Utah and being around this many white people definitely opened my eyes with
Well, let me say, I appreciate you tuning in because we are from Pittsburgh, and it is dope to hear that someone that is not in our location is actually watching and listening.
That's a fact.
Yeah, you just popped up on my Facebook right now, and I was just kind of bored and a little emotional, and I watched it because you guys looked interesting, and it said segregation, and then I came on, and I was like, I have a point.
Hey.
I'm pretty. Yeah, I guess out Utah would be a little bit more Caucasian than it would black people.
Oh yeah, I've been out there, and
Yes.
it's fairly.
I mean, there's a lot of white people in Utah. They could really use some more diversity.
Now, I got a serious question. At the restaurants, is the food season? If there ain't no black people.
fuck up.
So now,
Don't answer that,
Now,
man.
now that you live out in Utah, do you see segregation in a certain manner out there? Because in PA, in Pittsburgh, segregation is usually just neighborhood wise, where
There's not enough diversity out here to have segregation.
Damn.
Shit.
Oh shit. Okay, that's a problem.
Well-
But I did grow up in Vegas, and in Vegas, like, I kind of was wondering what everyone was talking about, where white people were the majority. I'm like, man, I don't see it because everyone's like everything out there. And out there, I feel like in really, really, really nice neighborhoods, yeah, you do see typically more white people than not. But I didn't grow up there. I kind of grew up downtown, so everywhere I grew up was always diverse from the time I was born. Moving out here was really annoying to me because, yeah.
Now, did you move out there to like for business or just to experience or just to try to go somewhere different?
I moved out here with my ex-husband. He has family out here, and we have a kid, so it was a really good opportunity and like that kind of stuff. You know, trying to move for the right reasons and be responsible. And I hate to play.
Hold on now. Hold on.
Like I give up on Utah.
Is your ex-husband a Caucasian?
Yeah, but he's a good one.
Come on, you can't be saying stuff like that. 'Cause you sound like the Caucasians. Like, well, you're not like those black.
I'm very white, but I'm just very me, and I just grew up loving everybody and not caring. But yeah, I now live in Arizona and Utah, and both those places have a lot more white people than I was used to. And yeah, y'all have a point.
Hey, sometimes it actually takes those experiences for people, and they go, you know what? This is just stupid. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what I was doing.
Especially to realize that it's not for you. Now have you seen like out there? Have you seen like discrimination against people of color out that way, or
It's just not available.
Oh, here, no, because there really isn't a lot of people of color, so it's a lot more of the opposite, where it's like, oh my gosh, you're black, like, and I haven't seen a black person in like 3 weeks, so I'm gonna kiss your ass kind of thing.
Damn.
But when I did grow up in Vegas, it wasn't until I was older, but I have seen some pretty trashy like circumstances happen to friends of mine, and just in general, like, I've never seen a swastika out here, but I have seen like people sporting the swastika on their chest and stuff out in Vegas in certain spots, but I've never like associated with people like that, so I've never seen much of it. It's really just like walking by and seeing it,
okay,
or kind of seeing people be a little bit rude. But like I've seen a couple of things where there is more of an actual diversity of people, where yeah, people start getting really, really shitty. But the way that I was raised and how I grew up and where I grew up, like, I had no idea that there was this many white people in the country anyway, so like I kind of discovered it way later on in life.
Okay.
So you pretty much
But
grew
it's
up.
legit. There are a lot of white people here,
Said you grew up feeling like the actual
and I'm not ashamed of
minority.
being white. I like myself, but like
Yeah.
I love everybody, and I feel like everyone has a point to be heard, and there's no reason to discredit someone's point just because you have one that matches. That kind of reinforces it.
These
Oh,
are
yeah.
facts. These are facts.
Let me-
I like that.
we give
Things are
you
popping up on my feed.
we gave you the horn. We appreciate you calling in. Just make sure you tune in. Also, you can find us on Spotify, Apple Music. We'll make sure we drop the link so you'll be able to. You will actually be on the streaming service. So that when we post this episode, you'll actually hear yourself talking and everything. So
Fuck yeah, that's awesome.
Wait,
I'm
wait,
I
wait.
actually
You and
started
you?
doing podcasts on a friend of mine's network, and so like, you want to go on a super white network and bring a little diversity? Let me know later.
hey, inbox our page, and we'll most definitely check it out.
So I got a question. How's the male-female ratio out there?
Male-female ratio out here, I wouldn't know. Out here, all the females stay at home and take care of their babies, and they're quiet and annoying. So there might be more females than I realized, but Utah sucks. Don't move to Utah, guys. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Thank you. We appreciate you tuning in.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for letting me make a comment. You guys rock, and I'll tune into you guys again for sure.
Appreciate
All
it.
right. One more air. One more air.
Make sure y'all share the show, people. Share the show. Take
Share
your
it.
time. Share the show.
Yeah.
Make sure y'all keep tuning in because we most definitely getting down to the nitty gritty of segregation and equality.
Now, the reason why I asked why, what was the ratio of male to females, because it seems like where there's a lot more white males, there's a lot more attention towards black men.
You said tension or attention?
Like
Tension.
tension. Like, what is that nigger doing
Animosity.
here? Yeah, there you go, animosity.
What is
Like
that
white,
nigga
there's
doing
most
with
white
that
females
name?
that just look
I
at
was
you and
just
go,
about to say.
I think. Well, let's be honest. There's a difference between being a minority and being rare. Like how she stated out there, you know, since there is a overabundance of Caucasians out there, the ignorance has it can't be filtered.
Yeah.
If you get what I'm saying, like, dear, okay,
Jesus?
wave your hand in the air.
God, I got a blonde wig on.
You know that filter can't be checked, like compared to like kind of out here where you can have people.
Yeah, you think twice before you say some shit.
Yeah.
Well, you look over your shoulder, you check. Well, check this out.
You'd be like,
So you sitting there like, my nigga.
like
Be sitting there like I said. Bitch.
like Key and Peele. I was about to- so I guess a lot of people were saying that the segregation would be good for black people because it would allow us to be more into our community itself. Like,
there's just so much evidence to that point.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean, just the success of black communities back when there was segregation. There's a lot. Yeah, I mean, everybody hears of the big ones, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and shit like that. You hear about the
Rosewood.
big, hear about the big communities. But there was a lot of very well done communities. Even like you notice things. Even like if you watch like historical movies, like what can I? Which one?
Burning Mississippi.
Or
Mississippi Burning. Excuse me.
Mississippi Burning. What's the name of the movie where they did the math to go to the moon and Hidden Figures.
Yeah.
Hidden Figures. You look at those movies and it doesn't dawn on a lot of people like when they go back to their neighborhoods.
That's the community.
Yeah, they own those houses.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean those whole communities. You see everything's taken care of. The houses are nice. They own that property. Yeah, I mean because of redlining. They could only live in certain communities.
Mm-hmm.
So a good percentage of them own their houses. They built their houses. They did a lot of that stuff, and they were fairly successful. Yeah, I mean they went
Go
out.
watch The Banker.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So it was like there's evidence to that point.
Yeah.
And I get the idea because even nowadays, even when we're talking black owned, we're talking, all that type of stuff. That idea comes from segregation.
Yeah.
We're talking about taking our own shit and doing our own shit and taking care of our own, and the basis of that is segregation.
Yeah.
Now the only difference is we can legally do whatever the fuck we want.
Yeah. Bro, when I had seen that somebody, a Caucasian male got mad at the Black National Anthem. And the part that pissed me off about it is that it feels like, and I'm being honest, is that black people, we're stuck in the past. We're stuck in the past due to a lot of trauma that has not been addressed with our own country.
Yeah.
Good, my bad.
No, I didn't want to stop your point.
And the part that pissed me off is that he is saying that the Black National Anthem is not a real thing. But it feels like a lot of people don't realize the reason why there's so many black things or black actions of certain, like the Black National Anthem, the black neighborhoods, like certain black only things is because segregation was a real fucking thing where black people didn't have a choice but to make this shit to put value on their own lives.
Oh yeah.
The Black National Anthem only came about because black people wanted their own anthem to live in the same nation that had a national anthem that did not include them.
Oh yeah, and you gotta think there's points to go to this all over the fucking history, all over history. Even you go to the Negro League.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean they had to make a league because they weren't allowed to play in the national
Baseball.
I don't play those sports. No, but they couldn't play baseball. In the
It wasn't allowed to be a mixed league.
professional. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you see, I mean, when they see the success of the Negro League, they was like, all right, these motherfuckers is making too much money in their own fucking community. We need to break this shit up. Bring the best of the best over here so they can crumble over there and we can collect all the money. And I feel like that was a big idea when it comes to abolishing segregation because they seen all the money in the black communities because, they would have to leave that community to go to work. And they'd go to work in the white communities. But they all came home and spent all that money at the black grocery store, went to the black bank, sent their kids to their black school. They had black doctors, black judges. It was, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, and I'm black. Man.
I think the biggest thing that they noticed, was that black people were able to, how can I put this, enjoy the little that they had because they made the best of it.
Yeah,
So-
and my thing, they realized that white people realized they weren't that fucking important. They were not fucking needed. You know what I mean? And a lot of those black communities were doing much better
What did you
than the
say?
white communities that had the same.
No, because I was gonna say, what did you say? What the white people bring to the table? Off what he was saying,
Oh,
like how you just said, they didn't have shit.
yeah. I asked the one question I do ask, and I was being an asshole, but I asked, what did something white people brought to the table besides an economy structure?
And that wasn't even theirs.
Yeah.
No, because they took it from different countries itself.
Bro,
They-
we not.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
We're not
but
about to do.
but here's
My bad. Just because it was on my mind, now I don't want to forget it. Because you were saying earlier, you know what I mean, black people were stuck in the past.
Mhm.
And my thoughts on this, I feel like, me personally, I feel like I get stuck in the past sometimes because I feel like there's so much that got erased. There's so much information that we don't have when it comes to the positive of black history. Yeah, I mean, when it came to all the fucked up shit we went through, all the fucked up shit that got done, all
It's
the
highlighted.
fucked up, oh yeah, they keep telling us about that shit, but
And that's
the
what
accomplishments,
makes black
yeah,
people mad.
yeah, the accomplishments. We don't get to learn about the accomplishments, even the shit who we were as black people, Africans. That shit's
Please don't punch Devin.
because it pisses me off because Africa is Ethiopia. The
Yes.
whole country was called Ethiopia before a European named Africa
Down the range.
came and renamed the country Africa. It was,
Because he discovered it.
yeah, his name wasn't Africa, but it was Africana, some European shit. But yeah, so every
He
time
made himself important.
every time I say Africa, it kind of irritates me. But it is what it is now.
Now I make that. God.
Yeah, but my thing is, even before slavery, we had a long history before slavery.
Everybody did. That's the crazy part.
Yeah,
Everybody did.
everybody did. This is true, but they know what their history was.
This.
Their history didn't get erased.
Hold on.
Their history didn't get
No,
fucking
no, no.
buried, burned.
They only know one part of their history also.
No.
No. What I'm saying, though, they know the winning side of their history.
It's like
They
This
don't.
is true.
You know what I'm saying? Because once the victor
No.
wrote the history.
Yes.
And that's the history they're being taught. They're not
Confederate-
being taught the history where to become the victor, what you had to do to people.
It's the Confederate
Yeah.
flag versus America's
Yeah.
syndrome.
But
Confederate
yeah,
flag
this is
people
my
still say
thing
they
is,
won.
like, think about how many languages have been erased
Because of
from African history.
Mm-hmm.
Think about how much cultures. Who the fuck did we worship before they gave us Jesus?
nobody knows.
This is why.
Matter of fact, I can't even say that though. You know,
I
hold
feel
on.
like it's out there.
You know why? You know why I can't say that? Because America has a way of banning books
yeah.
that teach
Oh
different
yeah.
values.
There's libraries full of books that nobody's allowed to read.
Asia does that.
Yeah.
Well, Asia.
But like
That's
I
a
said,
different level of
like he was
corruption.
saying, they control their history, but they
Yes.
have it.
Yes.
They have their all the way back to, yeah, I mean, old fucking buildings and shit that they can go back to, and we might have that shit somewhere.
So I think a lot of our history is still within Africa. The problem
And you gotta think how much of Africa is already controlled by Europe. How much of that shit is already controlled by fucking China, bro?
I think a lot of
China controls a lot of fucking Africa.
I think the what it came down to when it comes to our history, a lot of like for instance when I watched the Chappelle special,
Yeah.
a lot of our history isn't written down, but a lot of our history is told.
Yeah.
So it's our job to not write down our history, but to remember our history.
Yeah.
So when things have happened in the past from back in 1800s, yeah, it's good that if I could read it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it's my job to always remember it, because if I can't remember it, reading it ain't gonna work. Reading it ain't gonna do shit for me.
Yeah.
Because remembering,
And I feel like that has truth to it. And I feel like A lot of that's true. We tell, you know what I mean? Even nowadays, we tell our stories down. Yeah, I mean, black people can tell a fucking story too. Black people will tell you a goddamn story, and you be ducking and shit like you was there. Like,
Or would you say you be looking behind your back? Someone
said that nigga did what? Who was where? So I know that has truth to it, but I know something was written down somewhere.
And
bro.
you know what else though, bro? And this is, and I'm being honest when I say this. I think so for us to heal, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that us forget our past, because our history as our complete culture itself, we should always seek that.
Yeah.
But the one history that we need to always remember within America is our American history, because at the end of the day, bro,
yeah.
I am American.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I am an American person within this country.
Yeah.
So it's my job to remember what black Americans were treated like throughout our entire history being here. So their issue with us expressing the problems that came through history is that they feel like since they didn't do it, they're not a part of the problem. Which in reality, most of us are not blaming you for what happened in history. We just want it to be acknowledged that it happened, and what can we do to make sure that everyone is being treated like how they say Americans should be treated when you're equal.
And you know what? My thing is, when it comes down to it, nobody's bringing up that shit if you're not doing something that's remnant of that shit.
True.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I used to. I have a Caucasian friend, and I fuck with him all the time. I call him racist a lot because it irritates him, and I find it hilarious.
Would that make you racist?
It might, but yeah, I mean, we've developed that relationship where, yeah, I mean, we can.
You two have that understanding.
Yeah, we can cross the line with each other.
Yeah.
He know he can't say the shit he says to me to nobody the fuck else. 'Cause, yeah, I mean, we have that relationship. You know
What you
what I
say?
mean?
He say it out in public. You be like, I gotta jump you, right?
Say, no, cause yeah, I mean, I'll take a little bit of that because it's like, damn, bro, I told you before you can't be doing this. Now you gonna have me out here boxing with you, but when we get back to this room, I'm gonna lump you the fuck up. So it's like, and I fuck with him all the time, and I be like, you know what, bro, you know how I know you're racist? Because you constantly have to say you're not racist. I've never had to walk into a bank and say I'm not robbing you guys.
These are facts.
Only racist people have to say I'm not racist. That's why I want to say, with all due respect. You don't say that unless you about to disrespect somebody.
That's a fact.
I ain't no hater or nothing. But I mean that's true. So when I think about segregation, this is something that I think about the benefits of segregation.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying, and here's our thing: we're not talking about segregation where we're
legal segregation.
Yeah, when we're saying segregation, we're not talking about we're excluding you completely. We're excluding other races. Period. We're not saying that. We're just talking about within our community, like we have our own. Like for instance, like Squirrel Hill's a Jewish community.
Yeah,
basically. You know what I'm saying? That regardless of how anybody feel about it, that's segregation. They might not think like that because at the end of the day, before they're called Jewish, they're called white. So it is what it is.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is that we have our own community. That's what we're doing. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
The one thing that goes through my mind is when we talk about health. So when we talk about people being ignored from doctors and a bunch of other shit, like especially black women, when they say that a lot of black women tend to die because the hospitals don't want to listen to them saying when they're in pain or something's happened. I've witnessed my wife almost tell a nurse, like, bitch, I'm having this fucking baby. The nurse told her, you're not having a baby right now. My wife has told her, this is my body. Like, this is my vagina. I'm pushing this baby out, and I shit you not, within another 20 minutes, my son was here. She literally had an argument with a nurse about her own body.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think when it comes to segregation, and when we have this community talk about black people, black doctors, black dentists, black other things, is that when someone of your own race tells you like I'm not feeling, my stomach isn't feeling right. Yeah, it's not feeling like an upset stomach, but it's feeling like I get a certain pain when I do a certain action.
Yeah.
Now there is no such thing as like they feel a way that this person's just complaining because they're black.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I get that. That's why I hate the argument that like even successful black people who made it in like fucking music or sports or anything like that, especially gangster rappers.
Yeah.
Gangster rappers, a lot of their kids grow up, not to be gangster.
Yes.
And for some reason that upsets people. I'm like, what? What do you like? There was a whole argument that fucking who was it? What the fuck is it?
She said, "Does your wife need a token wife?"
What the fuck is his name? The snowman. Fucking Jeezy. I don't know why the fuck I can't remember that man's name. But Jeezy's son.
Snowman works.
Yeah, Jeezy's son is going to fucking
College.
Yeah, I don't. What do you know what he's going to school for?
That I don't.
But they were. That could be the case, but people were upset that his son was going to college because Jeezy raps about drugs and guns and shit.
You
know
why?
I hear what you about to
a
say.
bad motherfucker.
Yeah,
bro.
I hear what you about to say, but fuck what y'all talking about.
Oh no. I'm not saying.
Oh yeah, I know, but I don't want you to say it because fuck that whole thought process.
What is he talking about?
I don't care. Fuck that whole thought
Is he
process.
He's right.
Anybody?
You know what he sound like right now? Give him the wig. Why is there bass behind that?
It was definitely thumping.
That's just how the sound body is.
Okay.
Fuck you. Fuck the plane you flew in on. Fuck them shoes.
God
Fuck
damn.
the socks with the...
We're not about to do that. But yeah, that's my thing. Like, I don't get it. Like, isn't that the goal, bro?
No, it is. But the problem is that people have this idea that when you portray a certain character, Hollywood fucked us up because people believe that Arnold Schwarzenegger is probably really the fucking Terminator.
That's how he got elected.
You laughing? You're fucking laughing,
I'm gonna vote for him.
bro. You're fucking laughing, but I'm pretty positive someone voted for him because he's the Terminator.
I hear you.
Yeah.
And they thought he was gonna say the future.
You know what I'm saying? So the reality of it is that as our culture, we gotta stop painting. We gotta stop painting certain pictures.
Yeah, but
like
you gotta think. Even a lot of those pictures aren't being painted by us, bro. We're just the utensils being used, bro.
Well, yeah, that's true, but we allow it.
Jeezy is
bro.
Jeezy is
And
technically.
I hear you. But when somebody tell you, look, if you're gonna be in this movie, look at this check right here.
And that's the
I'm
thing.
talking about back then, bro.
Oh, all right. You
now
right.
with the woke culture, everybody's woke, we woke the fuck up, wake up,
That's it.
So everybody should be more aware of, what the community wants to portray.
Yeah.
What we as a unit should not be standing for.
Jeezy is the crack epidemic in purest form. He's
The result of?
He's a prime example of selling to your own people and then saying we need to stop crack.
I'm pretty sure that was NWA.
No, I'm just saying he's a prime example of let's stop. Hey, I'm gonna sell custom to my.
Actually, I'm pretty sure that's Jay-Z.
Well, that's all of them. That was Jeezy too.
Yeah.
He's
But
saying
my
let's
thing-
get these customers and then say,
listen, but my thing is, you sold crack, you did all that shit, and you're allowed to see the results of something and be like, you know what, I'm not going to do this no more.
But
you know what, I want my community to not do this no more. But like he's saying, if you're still perpetuating it through your music, then
his kid needs to get fucked up whatever cause he's
Corrupt Barbie said Terminator and Orange both elected because of Hollywood.
Orange Sickle. I'm pretty sure that's Trump.
Trump was voted in for business aspects.
Trump was hired because he was famous.
Yeah.
No,
And he was
business
famous.
He was famous for business.
For business, yes.
That's why he was in there.
It wasn't.
Because if anybody really looked into it and wanted him for his business, they'd have been like, "Oh, he's terrible at business."
That's what you think.
Yeah, if it was really about his business skills, they would have looked into his business skills.
Look who his running mate was.
Yeah, I hear you.
You can't say, "Hey, this country ain't paying that money back. We're going bankrupt." We're going chapter 9.
Say, look, guys, I did it 13 times. I know how this is done.
I think
a fact.
What the fuck was we saying?
I don't know.
So that's for instance. So I think there was a actor on The Chi, right? And this is what I mean by us having our choices, right? So he.
Oh,
They
you
wanted-
talking about the one? Okay, I hear.
Yeah,
I know
he denied dating a trans person or a trans male female. I don't know, but he denied doing that because that was a part of his belief.
Yeah.
And under the comments, someone said, I don't know. I probably would. It's just a movie. Or a show. I'd have took the check. That's the problem. They're able to give you money to be able to go against your own beliefs and standards.
But my thing, that's a.
But that plays a very big role. Cause
I hear what you're saying, but the thing is, you can't assume everybody's standards are yours.
No. What I'm saying,
And
no,
the dude that said I would have took the check probably, yeah, I mean, is not taking the check and doing it any fucking way.
Yeah, but what I'm saying though is that there's people that are willing to say even if it comes with the check that I'm okay with, I don't care what I'm doing.
They're the true sellouts.
Oh yeah, I get it, but that shit's in every community. Only problem is it hurts our community more because we're represented by every single black person. Represents us all. Whether you want to or not, whether you identify or not, whether you want to be included or not, you represent all of us. It don't fucking matter, bro. Even if you are like, you know what I mean, if you like 2 shades too dark Mexican, you represent black people. I don't care if you don't want to or not, you do.
That's a fact.
Just because
they're gonna treat you like it too.
Just because they see you first. Then you hit them with an accent, they might go, okay. But either way. That's why I get what you're saying, but it's like, you can't force people to
not
fit
do something.
Fit into this mold. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, that's not, I get that. But then,
I get it because under that status, it undermines everything.
Yes.
So,
but it also, like how you say it, black people, regardless of how we feel about it, we represent each other no matter how we look at it.
Yeah.
That person's comment underneath that status, well, it allowed them to go, oh, okay, if we can't get one to do it, this one will do it. For money.
Yeah, but
for
it's like
money.
But my thing is, bro, we act like it's not like that everywhere, bro.
I know that, but I'm not talking about her, I'm talking about us.
Yeah, I get it, but that's the type of energy that puts so much pressure on black people. They crumble, bro.
What, not to take it?
No, for us as a black community to put so much pressure on everybody the fuck else. We crumble each other, bro.
By doing what?
By the thought that you just had. Yeah, I mean, the fact the dude put that under the status. And, I'm saying, I'm not saying that he couldn't take the role. That's not what I'm saying. Yeah, but
what
I'm
saying is that people are willing, our own community is willing to go against their own standards, their own standards for money.
Sell each other out.
But you're assuming that goes against his standards.
Bro, he just said he'll do it for a check. He said it don't matter what it is. He'll do it for a check. I'm talking about everybody individually here. I'm talking about their standards, their own standards. They'll go against it when money is involved. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
And I'm not saying it for the community. I'm saying it when we as a people, when we do that.
Yeah, and you hear what you're saying?
Yeah, I'm saying when we do that, that allows them to infiltrate everything.
Listen, you just said when we do that, not when he does that. When we do that, as if he does something, we did that.
No, bro. When I say we, bro, that's how you're taking it.
That's what you just said.
When I say we, right?
Okay.
I'm talking about everybody. I'm talking about everybody.
Exactly.
Yeah, everybody.
You're talking about everybody.
Everybody.
By one person's moves, you're talking about everybody.
Because if you could sell out, if you sell out your own self for no, would you do a gay movie, bro, for a check? How big is a check? That's enough.
Depends on what the fuck I'm doing in this movie.
It's a gay movie. You're sucking dick.
Bro, who's
taking an ass?
That's a porno.
Yeah, you're talking porn, bro.
Is porn not a movie?
I'm not doing gay porn.
Is porn not a movie?
You said a
Bro,
movie. You didn't say porn.
if I'm in the movie and I just got if I'm in this movie
or
and
do
I'm
the
just
role-
acting in this
or do
movie
the- or-
and one line is go, oh yeah, I'm gay.
Or do the role, or do the say you're doing a drug dealer role. Would you do a drug dealer role for a certain check? But you have a belief saying that we need to stop doing drug dealer roles because I don't want my kids or someone else to be portrayed as a drug dealer just because they're black. How big does that check have to be for you to go against that standard of your own?
See, it's fucked up. Cause my first thought was, all right, black people start doing drug dealer movies, right?
Yeah.
So they start casting all these white people for these drug dealer movies in the hood,
Mhm.
and now black people are mad because they're casting all these white people for black roles.
I would laugh at it because
You
that
would
white
laugh
person
at it.
don't live in the hood.
But he just got paid.
Hold
to play
on,
you.
on time out.
He
Hold
just got
on.
paid
Hold
to
on.
play you.
But hold on though. Hold on. Here's the thing. Would you watch it?
It'd probably be a comedy.
Probably would.
It
be
probably
a
would.
comedy.
It probably most definitely would.
Starring Gary Owens.
Pineapple Express. But
Yeah.
I don't think any of them were playing black people.
no. What I'm saying, they were selling drugs. They were
Harold
drug
Kumar.
dealers.
Yeah, but
They were doing drugs.
Yeah.
They were on drugs and was just doing
Trying-
dumb shit.
trying to get a sandwich.
Yeah. But what I'm saying though, they could do that movie. But would you watch it? Would you entertain it? I wouldn't want to watch. I wouldn't want to watch a drug dealer in Cranberry. I'd be like, oh, okay. What are you gonna do? Make $1 million off the one drop? Give a fuck. It doesn't. I wouldn't watch it because it doesn't portray the truth. It doesn't portray what really happens. So I'm not going to watch it. But when you go to the hood, a lot of time when you go to the hood and you do see dudes portraying a drug dealer, that's how a lot of the hood movies back in the 90s really blew up because we were really living that. We were really living that certain lifestyle. That's why it blew up. Menace Society today, you put on new Menace Society right here, right today, and people that are 8 and 10 years old can quote that because people glorified that and that became a regular fucking thing. Now, what I'm saying though is that if you don't want your kids or your community or your people to look like a certain image, money shouldn't buy you. It should not buy you.
Bro, I hear what you're saying, but I'm not going to look down on the next man for taking that role, bro.
I'm not going to look down on. I mean, how could I feel? I feel some type of way. I ain't gonna lie. I feel some type of way. And the only reason why I feel some type of way because I know what comes with it.
My thing is, it comes
Yeah,
with it
money.
because you feel some type of way.
That's why
And
the
this
black,
is what I'm
the black
saying.
race loses all the time.
No,
because
bro,
there's
it loses because
there's no standards,
bro.
just like he's saying.
No, bro, it loses because we're fighting against each other, bro.
There is
We're pissed
no
about this image, but we're pissed about this image on the screen, but we're not changing the image in real life, bro. Fuck what they're doing on this movie screen.
That's why I just
No,
said,
bro.
That's why I said.
No, that's why I say I don't care. Take the fucking role. Do the fucking job. Do better in real life, bro. Raise your kids better in real life, bro. That's why I don't care about how these movies are being played. I don't care what role you take. If you personally don't feel like this role represents you, don't take the role. That's why I applaud that man for leaving.
Hold on, bro. Hold on.
Wait. If art imitates life, right? We're now in a phase where people are imitating art. So now your kids are stuck in a world of the shit they see on the TV, is what he's saying. You're not controlling the standard of, hey, there's so like how there's random gay shit on cartoons now. That's all kids watch.
Okay.
So now what do you think is going to happen? It's going to trickle down. These kids are going to be like, I'm gay. What he's saying is create a standard of saying enough with the bullshit. Stop being drug dealers. Stop even in some movies getting shot by the cops. Like you're subliminally putting that shit into your kids. It's like I would tell him about the generational fear of that people instill into their kids. You tell your kids, like your grandma used to tell you, don't touch this, don't do that. Meanwhile, you got the money. So what's going to happen when your kid grows up? Your kid's going to tell his kid, don't touch this, even though you're instilling something, subliminal message. That what he's saying is control, put a standard out there. I don't care if you're gay, but take that role and give it to the white people. Let them do what they're doing.
Here's my thing, all right, and I'm gonna end it with this, and this is my meaning of it. I want every black person to be able to make as much money as they want. I want them to be able to better their life in any way, shape, or form. The problem is that our reality is their entertainment. So when we do the drug dealer roles and say they never met a drug dealer, but their only drug dealer that they ever met was in a movie, and he acted a certain way. So, and the only time that movie portrayed black people was in a certain manner. I'm talking about the views of the world looking at us. We got to stop allowing them to be able to view us in real life with money that they pay us for acting or fake life. That's what I'm saying. Because I'm not, and I'm not trying to put pressure on this individual. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that we have to take that accountability for ourselves, is that it only takes one of us to create an image for all of us from the outside world. From the outside world. Because we're fighting with each other. Yeah, we fight with each other. That's everybody do. But we're also fighting against them. And their fear of us is because of how they portray us with money. And I mean what they can buy our image into. So when you had an artist, oh, my computer died. What the fuck?
Hey, nah, hold on. Dad, can you plug that in? There's that.
He said, "Fuck you." He's not plugging it in.
You can take that, the battery pack off.
So for instance, when you have a music artist and they be like, "Oh, that wasn't my original. That wasn't my original image when I went into this rap game or this thing, but this is what the corporate wanted me to look like." Like 6ix9ine.
We just did that with an interview.
But 6ix9ine. 6ix9ine wasn't even about that life, but he got put into that position to make the money because that's what was selling. And then when the image itself caught up to real life with him, look what happened.
He sold out.
You know what I'm saying? Like, look what happened.
It didn't surprise me.
It doesn't surprise you because you know what it looks like when someone is bought. You know what it means when someone is bought an image, and now that image is portrayed onto your real life. It holds weight because that's how the world views you, and that world's going to make you. It's going to punch you in the mouth.
Hey, Antonika. Hey,
So-
Demu Podcast.
That's what I'm saying. I get what you're saying. Like, we have to stop as a culture to stop trying to be like, oh, bro, don't do that because this is how they see it. This is how you look. Yeah, I get that because you sound like a fucking hater. You sound like because you didn't get offered a position, you sound like you eating dick. You sound like you don't want nobody to be better than you because they got offered a better position. But what I'm saying is the whole picture. We got to understand how they view us because of what they buy us from. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, I feel like that shit, we give it way too much fucking credit, bro.
That's why the cops come up to the car thinking when everybody a drug dealer.
That's a fact.
Bro, they painted the image. That's why you have, matter of fact, that's why you have so many cops now so scared of black people because of what they sold, what black people react to the cops. You got cops right now scared to come.
But
They pull you over for
because I don't know, bro. You not blame, but you give credit to the hood movies for portraying an image.
Mm-hmm.
But it's well known that white people haven't seen these movies, bro.
That's a fact.
I know they seen clips
The wrong clips.
and music videos. Oh, they watch music videos.
That I know.
But my thing is,
Oh, and white people made the movies.
Hold on. Yeah,
I know this.
I'll even help on top of
My thing-
the movie portion.
my thing
Not white, they
is,
made
Yeah,
that
okay.
movie.
Who was it?
my
It
thing
was
is,
twin brothers. They're black.
And guess who gave them the money?
Oh,
anyway,
can't argue with that.
anyway, because I'm not going. There's nothing wrong with these stories being told because this shit happens.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean that's
These are
real.
facts.
And I get what you're saying. When that's the only representation, it is what it is.
Yeah.
My thing is, I'm not going to say stop making these movies. You don't play these roles. Don't do that. Don't play a gangster. Don't do this. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't be this. Don't be that. I'm not going to tell you that.
Ooh, excuse me.
What I'm going to say is we just need, like when it comes to even back to segregation, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, full circle.
Full circle.
Back to segregation. We need to create our own representation.
Facts.
So I'm not gonna say if you personally feel like I don't want to play this role because of what it represents.
Yeah.
Then you should have there should be enough opportunities out there that you don't feel like if I don't play this role, I won't eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I agree.
So
I agree.
yeah, I mean, when it comes down to it, when it comes to standing up for rights, when it comes to not wanting to do this and having your choice, yeah, I mean, there should simply be more representation out there. Like I said, there's a lot of movies out there where it's not a typically black movie.
Mm-hmm.
A good idea of that would be the movie Corked.
Corked?
Corked. Yeah,
I don't think I've seen it yet.
Corked.
It's
on Netflix.
I seen the previews of it.
Yeah,
I didn't
dope
get to watch
movie.
it yet.
Dope movie, and it's just a regular fucking movie. It's
Yeah.
not any type of stereotypes. Well, there are Jewish stereotypes in the movie, but
That's a fact.
but it's not full of
The stereotype that we're
playing
used
this.
to seeing.
You're playing this role because you fit the mold.
Yeah.
Type movies, and even
like hip hop keto.
I don't think
The Black Ranger.
there's something wrong with this guy. Even
Bro, that
the
was
movie-
racist as fuck.
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
The Black Power Ranger? Off of the original Power Ranger, Black Power Ranger?
Oh, he was doing.
His
that
martial art was hip hop keto.
Yeah,
So racist.
yeah. The original Power Rangers were very racist.
Yeah, most definitely.
Very
yeah,
racist.
most
very
definitely.
racist. But it originally came from Japan. So
Yes.
what do you expect?
Zordon on the white head of him. White power.
Oh, I ain't.
Anyway,
Oh.
we're not about to do this right
That's
now.
extreme.
We're not about to do this right now.
He was also in charge.
But yeah, it's my thing is, bro, even with us doing something as simple as this podcast,
Yeah,
this opens up representation for a lot of different people.
facts.
We talk about a lot of different shit. We have a lot of different aspects of life. We've done a lot of dumb shit.
And we don't always agree with each other.
We don't.
We're okay with
But
disagreeing.
yeah, at the end of the day, yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, when we come back, we still are who the fuck we were at the beginning of this fucking podcast.
Facts.
So that's my whole thing, bro. I understand what you're saying. We represent each other regardless of how you feel about it.
Yeah.
And my thing, I don't want that world representation. All right, that is what it is. But when it comes to us as a community, bro, I'm not going to put that pressure on another black man, bro.
You know, I mean, now that when you expressed that, the one thing I can understand why you would go that route, because you don't want us to limit
Yeah.
ourselves because of what we don't want to represent, even if it
Yeah.
doesn't represent that. It's hard to explain
Yeah.
how I'm explaining it, but I
Yeah.
give we will limit ourselves if we tell ourselves that we can't do that.
Yeah.
I understand that, but I think that if we want better like you said, better representation, I think we need to do that on our own.
Yeah. I mean, and it's out there, bro.
Like how Kaiser
It's out
said back
there.
then, he was like, they had a black movie and they said, well, damn, why did you make the villain black? And he was like, it's an all black movie.
Everybody's in the movies black.
what do
Oh
you
yeah,
want?
when they was mad at Tyler Perry.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
what do you want?
Why
Like
are all your villains black? Everybody in my movies are black, dude.
you know what I'm saying? So I get that. You know what I'm saying? But
it's a double-edged sword.
it is.
Yeah, I mean, you can't make everybody happy, bro. And you gotta be okay with that.
Well, it's not your job.
Yeah, that's what I said. You gotta be okay with that, bro.
What did you tell me? Happiness comes from within. And then you did that. Through the beard, through the back.
Was that racist?
No.
I feel like it was.
Oh, you talking about me grabbing my beard?
And throwing it over your shoulder?
No, it's just me paying homage to kung fu flicks.
Are we allowed to say kung fu? No, I'm just playing with you.
Oh. Nah,
Shit.
I ain't call it. Hey, man. Listen, I'm about to say the shit that the orange dude be saying, but I'm going to leave that alone.
Oh, don't do that. Don't do that.
Flea.
Something wrong with it.
First of all, that is racist. It's fuck. Now, he didn't say that originally. I think somebody on his table said that. Like somebody that works for him on the presidential side said that.
I don't think anybody ever accused him of being creative.
That's a fact.
So
My daddy gave me a small loan with $1 million.
I lost it and lied, so people gave me money.
I said I made a school. Please
Anyway, we're not about to do this.
You
bro.
right, cause we control for real. But all right. So my standpoint on our original question is segregation or equality something that we're really aiming for? I think, like how Cager said it, segregation brings it births equality because. Hit me again.
I agree.
That look like David Ruffin?
A little bit.
Ain't nobody coming to see you, Otis.
You bitch, you. Man, as hell he got that as a button.
Just let y'all know, that look weird as fuck. I ain't got no headphones.
If we don't want to be represented a certain way, we need more support of our positive. That is true.
Yeah.
I always said this,
That's what I said.
even
We just
from when I
need
was younger.
More representation.
Even when I was younger, I said we need the doctors, the real estate agents, we need the lawyers, we need the accountants, we need them to show the same representation that the drug dealers do.
Yes. Yes, bro.
We need
That's
them
a
to.
fact.
We need
Like
them,
I said, I'm not gonna tell you not to play this role. We just need more roles.
you know what I'm saying? Because if the accountant pulls up to the hood with the same business the drug dealer got,
Bro,
just
Bro.
saying. I'm
They-
just saying.
bro, we
Now
talked
you
about,
done- now you done created
about
options.
Yeah, we talked about this before, but
Yes.
we probably gonna get into that separately.
Yes.
Say, he pull up. That's the base model. This account a little
Hey.
bit more luxurious.
Yeah. I got this with accountant.
Hey,
know what I'm
listen, listen. Creative Noise Cribs coming to you soon.
Oh, shit.
We gonna find the rich black people in fucking Pittsburgh, and we gonna show you they shit.
I'm with it.
Bro, I'm gonna find them.
This is another thing. This is another thing.
This is where the magic
So
happens.
this is another thing that I want to say to the people that don't seem to understand. One thing that's driving me crazy about our city is that we don't ask for support. We don't. Our podcast don't ask for support. We don't panhandle.
Yeah,
We don't really
not
go.
well, not yet.
Not yet. But here's the thing. We're so genuine with our support that it pisses me off because we don't ask y'all for support, and we're trying to literally create a standard of showing support.
Yeah.
The thing that I don't believe in is that nothing is free. So if you have a business, right, and say we come do an interview with you like we did Jamila's, regardless of y'all didn't see us on the page do it, but we put money into her business. Now it wasn't a lot, but at the end of the day, we shop with her business even when we did an interview. We used our platform to interview her, but then we also gave back to that because that's what we need to do. So the problem I'm having is that we have expressed to people on our show or even on our page that we want to help you or give you a platform or let's go further with this community shit, and y'all have not done shit. When
Agreed.
I have when I put that post up about the small businesses, people tagged about good 12 businesses in our to do communication with.
About 12 of them things.
One fucking business inboxes for an interview, and guess what we did? We pulled up and did the fucking interview.
Pulled
Now I
up,
have a
showed
problem
out.
with that because y'all talk about the community needs fucking help. Y'all talk about this shit, but when people in the community fucking help, y'all don't want to do shit. Y'all want to keep fucking sitting there on your fucking Twitter fingers and not make nothing happen. But I promise you, if I'd have said, hey, we got some free bottles and we could talk about your business right now or some free shit, y'all be on our motherfucking heels. Dick.
Weird.
And
I guess what he said.
and that's the problem.
Looking motherfuckers dead in their face.
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?
Why is that so clear? And the reason why I hate it is because y'all just keep saying this shit, but ain't nobody doing nothing.
You know how many events I'm at?
And then that's another part. That's another part that pissed me off is that popularity is 50% of doing good business because you got to be popular to make business. That's okay. I understand it. I get it.
Yeah.
But y'all dick eat so much on popularity in this fucking city that y'all ignore people that will give you a better deal, that'll probably help you better, and probably won't slander you if you don't come through with the fucking money.
Jamila Creations.
I know, right?
713 Ross.
And that pisses me off because we keep doing this community talk shit, and everybody's sitting on their fucking hands. Everybody's sitting on their fucking knees.
Well,
We need to donate another black head getting shot.
I ain't gonna say in his feelings because not everybody. We got a couple inboxes.
We did.
Yeah, just the motherfuckers inbox you looking like, but I did.
Right. It just pisses me off that we're trying to create a standard for our own people to understand that to help each other it costs nothing.
Free.
It costs nothing to extend help.
You'll accept food stamps. Free. Cash assistance.
I don't.
Free.
Well, I'm gonna be honest about that shit. Government is supposed to help people, but that's for another day.
That's besides the point.
Yeah,
But that shit ain't free.
the
Can you hear me now?
yes. My bad. I went on a rant and lost viewers.
Keep going.
Hey, they'll be back.
It just pisses me off because we're literally sitting here doing a standard and no one shows love. No one watches our show. Now I'm not mad because at the end of the day we still get our views regardless.
Yeah.
Because y'all ain't the only ones that watch us do our shit.
Motherfuckers from Utah and shit.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Utah and Australia.
God die
And
more.
fucking
Getting the Aussie burger.
what? And fucking Korea. They be watching.
That wig is fucking with me.
It is.
But
Am I the meanest?
So enough.
Am I the biggest?
So enough.
Am I the baddest mofo low down around this town?
I ain't that shit.
it's sad, you know what I'm saying? Now granted, I do got people that hit me up and they be, you know what I'm saying, they be extending the love. Like I appreciate that shit. I really fucking do. But we can't keep talking about we don't have help in the city and y'all don't want to help. Y'all go just like this. Man, the community in the fucking city, it sucks because nobody wants to do business, nobody wants to help each other, and then you log the fuck out and do what you do.
That's the reason why that shit that said that Pittsburgh is a racist city. It ain't racist.
That's a lie.
It's definitely right.
It's not racist.
We're not talking to Karen right now.
There's a lot of dumb fucks that don't want to support each other. So then when they get shut down by somebody else, they go, "Oh, this city's racist." Just imagine if you shop in your own community. Back to the segregation shit. Just imagine if you put money into your community.
They don't sell the shit I need in my community.
Yeah, because it was all locked up.
No, but I get what you're saying, bro. Because like you said, there's black people opening shit up all the time around here.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you go through, it's dead, bro.
It's fuck.
Then stop slandering.
Bro, Jamila, for instance, Jamila, her shop, she sells masks, perfumes, and, you know, she has clothes there that she makes hand stitch.
Purses.
And she tailors for a lot of things. She even does what's that shit called, the upholstery. She does upholstery. You would have people literally walk past her shop to go to CVS to buy a mask.
That's like $11, maybe $15.
What the fuck mask is you buying?
I don't know.
Because usually they come in a box.
Yeah, I ain't buying that.
They ain't gonna let you dig your hand in those fishbowl for a single mask. That defeat the purpose.
It would defeat the fuck out the purpose.
But it's that type of shit. It's that shit that we see. Literally, we seen it. We were there when it happened.
Yeah.
It's that shit. And then, but we keep complaining. We keep doing this. But when we do our part, we reach out. I can't tell you how many times we don't reach out for people for interviews and they ignore us.
That's a fact.
I'm sorry. What?
That's a fact.
It's crazy to me. But then you'll somebody reach out to you and ask the same question we asked you for an online interview, and you'll do it.
That's a fact.
One, because most of these motherfuckers ain't got transportation.
No, most of these motherfuckers like to do sex. They like sexual conquest, and the first thing they want to do is fuck a bitch that they think they can get with because she's doing the interview.
Oh, that.
You also got men that don't want to shop with other men because they don't want they feel as if shopping with another man is some type of fucking gay trend.
Is Wayne Brady gonna have to choke a bitch?
Y'all motherfuckers will. And that's I'm coming at the men because the man's ego is the reason why half these fucking issues within the black community is fucking happening in the first fucking place.
Ain't nobody coming to see you.
And I ain't talking about they moms because at the end of the day,
Bro, because in the community, all you get.
Hey.
That nigga made my snaggle too tingle.
Cause and you know why? You know what? You talk to these niggas, Will. And the shit pisses me off because y'all motherfuckers will go to a Louis or a Gucci store, buy a belt that's $400, but y'all won't spend $400 in your community for somebody making clothes,
bro. Cause listen,
bro, there's a man up in there there was a black dude up in the Monroeville Mall that tailored suits. My goodness, he tailored suits, like he makes suits, but y'all will keep going to Burberry, y'all keep going to Gucci, y'all keep going to. You know what I'm saying? You'll keep going to these. You'll go to these people that don't need you or don't even feed you or don't even put back into the community. But you won't support your community. This man will make you a suit, right? Just imagine you come to him, buy a suit, and just imagine for alteration, he only charges you $20. With Gucci, you gotta buy a whole nother fucking suit.
That's a fact.
Like, bro, even if he charging you $200 for alteration,
just saying.
Yeah, and that's you know what? Like we say this pretty often.
We do.
And we want to. I'm just going to reiterate one more time for the one more time.
One more again.
Black owned does not mean cheap.
These are facts.
Black owned does not mean cheap. Don't go to the black owned spot looking for a goddamn discount because they got to pay the same prices to get the shit.
These are facts.
As everybody the fuck else.
How much is for one rib?
Well, I mean that's because they're.
Because listen, my thing is,
they're so used to their uncle coming over paying 30, not the 40.
Oh God,
discounts.
Oh God, I'm about to turn this mic off. I'm about to turn this mic off. Bro.
He said they uncle.
Bro, I heard what he said, bro.
He definitely said they uncle.
Is he paying for an AFI? We gonna say AFI.
Anyway,
we gonna keep it with the we.
Anyway, like bro, because I heard somebody reading.
Turn the AC off.
Like, listen, I heard somebody reading a fucking post out loud. It said, black-owned liquor store opening up in. I think it was in somewhere in New York or some shit. I don't fucking remember.
Was it a liquor store or was it a brewery that one in Harrisburg?
No, it was a liquor store.
Okay.
It was a liquor store. I think it was in New York or some shit. All I hear somebody say in the background is how much they Henny. Bitch, the same prices everywhere the fuck else. What you mean? How much they Henny, bro? Why is that your question, bro? What? Bro, stop doing that.
The only time I've ever questioned the price of alcohol is in Vegas, okay? They done hit me with astronomical numbers out in Vegas, and I almost slapped the shit out that bartender.
You said, no, bitch, a glass. What?
Bro.
No, I don't want the whole bottle. What the fuck?
Bro, I brought two drinks out of Vegas back when I was drinking. I brought 2 drinks out of Vegas, and that shit came with $35. I almost slapped that bitch.
What?
Bro, it's expensive as fuck out there.
She might have been trying to get you a little bit of.
No.
Anyway, we want to thank y'all for joining.
Hold on, bro. I owe these people a freestyle.
That's a fact.
What you want?
You got me. Hit me with an instrumental.
Wait,
you want?
Are you gonna rap off the phone, Drake?
No, I don't do that. Oh, he's smooth with it. No, bitch. Karen, bro, get the fuck out.
What you want?
Hold on, guys, coming to the stage.
You said what I want?
Yeah.
Oh,
Milo.
Guys, coming to the stage, we have the Willies. He's gonna drop this
what you got?
amazing fucking freestyle.
Dude, calm down.
No, dude. He's gonna fucking bomb on this goddamn freestyle. I know Willies. That inner Otis is gonna come out, guys.
Oh, you bitch ass nigga. I'm mad as
He's
hell.
about to snap, guy.
I'm mad as hell. He said the
snap
inner,
like black guys
inner
at
Otis.
poetry slams everywhere.
I'm mad as hell. He said the inner Otis.
So, ladies and gentlemen, as we sit here waiting for this instrumental to come up,
Will he count as a white friend?
Who?
come
Whoever
on,
this guy is.
come on, bro.
Oh, this is petty. He took it back so far. Willie. Yo. Get up on the beat. Hold up, I gotta bring it back. Hold on. Fuck that. Bring it back. All right, I got you.
We got it.
Yo.
We got 6 minutes of death. Give him the beat.
Yo. That sounds like some real DJ shit. Yo, I told the people I'ma get up on here and go crazy, but you know they looking at me saying this nigga lazy. Nah, I said fuck you, go ahead, pay me. I'm exactly what you mean, nigga, I'm crazy. I'm going wild, going stunt and get it poppin'. We ain't never dropping, but you know I got a heart stopping, pussy throbbing. If you wanna get it, go ahead and drop it. Pop lock it, oh, Hubie, what it do? R.I.P., yeah, I know it's wild, it had to be you. But you know what it mean when you rollin' with the crew. Yeah, we riding around, yeah, you know we gon' be stuntin'. We ain't worried about nothing, yeah, I kick it straight puntin'. I ain't no FIFA actor, but you know I got the soccer skills. Had your girl talking about she love the dick, she love the drill. Then he brought it back with a swag surfing, old mixtape, so you know I keep it hurtin'. Put it on his lap, yeah, I'm talking about the strap. Yeah, I bring it across the chest, yo, man.
Damn,
I'm in the
son,
lap.
where'd you get that?
I don't know where he got that from, but hold on. Listen. Yo, they tell me bring it back. It's hard to tack. I got her sweating hard. Yeah, it's called the yak. Yeah, she out her mind, but she is fine. So exactly what I do, I get the change and I get diamond. I'ma get it straight popping on the beat. I'm going straight discreet. I had your girl talking about she love it with the meat. Yeah, she all up in the mix. Yeah, I'm taking to your bitch. If you wanna get it, girl, then you know she getting hit. Matter of fact, I am the man. Goddamn, I got your girl blowing me. She looking like a fan. Hold up, what you saying? Hold up. What you thinking? I think he changing beats, so you know I'm gonna be eating. Yeah, I'm all up in the mix. Yeah, the studio time. They be asking how I do it. They be hearing the rhymes. Matter of fact, they looking at me saying, ooh, he got time. Matter of fact, I'm gonna flash them. Yeah, you know they gon' blind. Yeah, I shine with it. I grind with it. Hit them, boy.
DJ Mister.
Hold up. Oh,
Running it back.
Oh, okay. Yo, I feel like I'm on Hot 97. Yo, they said they. Oh, all right.
Let's go.
This is dope, Coach Smack. All right, I got it. Yo,
That's another drop.
it is. What is it? What'd you say?
Let's go, Otis.
Hey, Otis was on crack. So that's exactly what I do. I'm all up on this track. Yeah, you know I do the line, but you know I'm gonna fine. I be looking all crazy, but you know I'm gonna shine. I'm on that beat. I disrespect. I give a fuck about no bitch. I be getting money, getting rich. You know I'm living shit. Yeah, I'm trying to get it good. Yeah, you know she want that wood. Yeah, she going like the Pecker would. I'm going wild. I got Karen next to me.
Creative noise.
It's time to get the fuck up out of here.
Let me get a beat.
Bro, we are way over on time.
We all let the white guy get some privilege.
Cut his mic.
See you, Otis.
Somebody hit me with one.
I got you. Hey, thank you for joining us on
Making my way off the show.
He called me Dylon.
Hey yo, y'all doing the most right now.
Hey, I appreciate y'all tuning into that.
Hit me from the back.
That was funny. I like that.
Hey, thanks for tuning in on episode 81.
81.
Porch Trappin.
Make sure y'all tune in and
Tune
make sure
the
y'all
fucking-
share.
Hold up.
Share the bullshit.
Share.
Hold on.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Munch, you about to get your ass smoked.
Hey, it's your boy Mister, the cameraman. Thank you.
It's the Williest. I'm out.
It's your boy, Crispy Stroking.
And Dubs in the building.
Yeah.